One of the mantras we've been singing in Ladakh. Chris was joining us in 2019 journey to Ladakh. We had a wonderful retreat and went deep into meditation, chanting mantras, and lots of yoga, loosen up the body, dance, freeing up the body.
Yeah, amazing.
And it's the stunning scenery it's surrounded by. Just everywhere you look is a picture.
Well, for me, it was my first time in Ladakh. I've been to India a bunch of times, but never been up to that northern Himalayan region, and it was life-changing for me because it's the scenery, like you're just immersed in an old school valley. It's been like that for thousands of years, and you're staying there in a really comfortable hotel. So
with great chefs,
really good chefs, yeah. So great food, and literally out of every window is a panorama of like snow-capped mountains, and both ways up the valley. And there's old school houses there with the original village is there and they're growing their summer crops, so they're growing their barley and food to sustain them over the winter, and you're kind of just immersed in this whole different reality.
As the sunrises and sunsets.
Yeah, incredible.
It's like that mountain's golden glow, and then that one's in the shade, and then you look around, and then that's lit up.
And the big gold Buddha in the afternoon.
Top of town, there's this giant Buddha that
lights up.
Somehow the light, a shaft of light goes through the valley and lights it up. And we were sitting on the rooftop every night chanting while all that was going on.
And no light, no ambient light, so the stars are
the stars.
Absolutely, and there was no moon when we were there at one point, so stars are just absolutely pinging and
no mobile reception.
That's one of the main things. It's like when you say retreat, it's like it's actually a retreat because your phone doesn't work. You can use it to take photos and things, but you're actually off grid, and
it's such a pleasant thing.
It's
you don't think about it.
Yeah, it actually enhances the whole thing because it sort of allows you to go deeper and deeper as the couple of weeks go on, and then there's more and more amazing things that unfold, and locations like you go to it's way at the top of the valley. There's a meditation cave that's just like it's far out. Like you can't describe it. Yeah, it's life changing. But for me, it was life changing.
And for me,
it was amazing.
It puts together just everything I could imagine that would support that journey of transformation, and also to have a break, just from Western living, that, which also you need to have that anyway. You need to relax, you need to enjoy yourself, you need to dance and cut loose and have afternoon naps, and just it's not work, it's not play, but it's transforming the retreat. It's really,
and there are, yoga every morning, which is, they actually have a class you can do if you want to. And the other thing that I really got into is that there's this beautiful river that just sort of roars through the middle of the valley. It's all a melted snow basically coming from, you can see where it's coming from. And it comes down through the valley, and they irrigate all their crops with it. But they've made this little garden that they channeled the water out of the river and made this beautiful little garden with water flowing through it everywhere, and a chai tent and hammocks.
Wheel to grain the rice grain.
And hammocks hanging in the trees everywhere, and you can just hang in the tree. But I was getting into after yoga, just walk down there, and there's these little pools you can sit in, and the water's pretty chilly. So, but it's warm up there in summer. It's beautiful temperature. So you just walk down there and have a little icy dip after yoga every morning. That was kind of my ritual, and your whole body's just tingling, and then walk back and breakfast is laid on, and it was
everything.
Amazing.
Most of the things in the retreat is within walking distance, which is just incredible. You don't have to get on a bus. You've always got your room to go back to every night. It's comfortable and spacious, and the silent valley is incredible. Walking up to this, you just walk up this riverbed, and it's like you're on the moon. And I had the most powerful meditation I think a lot of us did up there. The wind blowing in your face, and
and then you got the culture.
Incredible.
This
gentle, beautiful.
I don't even know. I've seen Tibetan Buddhism, but this is the same teacher, the same guy introduced it before he actually went to Tibet, right? He came through. So he came through up from Pakistan into Ladakh, and you can still go to caves, and there's the paintings on the walls. There's Tantric Buddhism paintings that are 1,000?
Yeah, more than 1,000.
Yeah, and you could just walk into these caves, and we were going up in there, and with total respect and doing kirtan.
It's unbelievable that you could just, they're not guarded, they're not really protected, because they don't have the problems we have with people destroying stuff.
Yeah. So, and you can drink the water out of the tap. That's
we were showering in beautiful water from
just pure melted snow,
melted ice.
So that was the first for me in India, was actually going to turn the tap on. Remember, we were in that place, and we kept going to get our water bottles filled up downstairs, and they're like, "Well, you actually use a tap in your room. It's the same. It's the same water." I was like, "Oh, okay."
It's great.
Amazing place. The whole
we could go on about it. I've got a beautiful testimonial from another great guy who came on our retreat, Bengt, which I'll share with you after this. But I hope you get a chance to join us in Ladakh, and hopefully.
I'd fully recommend it. If you got the window, it's you won't be disappointed. It's awesome.
So Bengt.
Yeah.
It was wonderful to have you on our retreat. Really, really, such a blessing. Please share with the people who may be interested of your experience and and maybe describe or paint a picture for them to understand what it is we're sharing here.
Yeah, wow. Well, I'm just finishing 2 weeks here in the Himalayas with you, and I am leaving this retreat with a wonderful feeling inside. I feel very, very open, I feel very relaxed, and it has been absolutely a spiritual journey. I've been on this road for maybe 20 years now, and I'm not finished after this retreat either, but I absolutely have taken some big steps forward. I have met my fears, and in a very, 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 very safe environment, and that feels so good. I have developed spiritually, I have found myself. I also have got very, very clear and important tools to come to myself. I'm thinking about the Om meditation, for example. That has been very helpful. And I love to sing. I love to sing. I love to meet the part of myself that loves to sing. That has been so suppressed the whole of my life, and I feel so happy to be able to let that part out. So I've been to a lot of retreats all over the world for 20 years now, but I would say that this is absolutely one of the best, or maybe the best I ever have been to. So I can fully recommend it to everyone. And also wherever you are on your spiritual journey. I think I've been one of the ones that has been on it for the longest time, but we also have participants that has been there for the first retreat, and we equally have got a lot out of it. And that is also so amazing. So yeah, I think also the look in my eyes says something. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being a part of it, and we hope we see you again soon.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
Om